Most people think confidence is something you're either born with it or not. They look at confident people and think they've always been that way. They believe those people naturally know what to say, they never doubt themselves, and somehow walk through life without fear. But the truth is, confidence is not something you're born with. It is something you build. And that type of confidence does not come from a motivational quote, a temporary boost of inspiration, or simply telling yourself you're confident. It comes from building the right foundation. Think about building a house. You can spend hours designing the interior, choosing the best furniture, and making it look beautiful from the outside. But if the foundation of that house is weak, the entire house becomes unstable. Confidence works the same way. You can try to appear more confident, copy someone else's body language, or even convince other people that you believe in yourself. But if you do not trust yourself deep down, that confidence will always feel fragile. So the question becomes, what are the hidden roots that actually create real confidence? But before we continue, if you're new here, welcome. I'm Winnie Marita from Your Mind is the Limit community, where we challenge limiting beliefs and grow from the inside out. If this kind of content resonates with you, consider subscribing and become a part of this community. Before we talk about how to build confidence, we have to understand why so many people struggle with it. A lot of people think their confidence problems comes from external things. They think, if I had more money, I would feel more confident. Or, if I looked better, I'd finally become comfortable with myself. And while improving your life can definitely improve how you feel, external success alone does not create lasting confidence. Because we've all seen people who seem successful from the outside, but are constantly searching for validation. That happens because confidence is not built by proving yourself to everyone else. It is built by proving yourself to yourself. And so today we are going to look at 3 foundations of lasting confidence. The first and most important part of confidence is self-trust. A lot of people ask, how can I be more confident? But maybe a better question is, do I actually trust myself? Do you trust yourself to make good decisions? Do you trust yourself to handle difficult situations? Do you trust yourself to follow through on the things you said you're going to do? Because confidence starts with the relationship you have with yourself. Think about how many times you've made promises to yourself and then broken them. You tell yourself, tomorrow I'm going to start working out. Tomorrow comes and you find a reason not to. You tell yourself, this weekend I'm finally going to work on that important project. The weekend passes and nothing happens. These moments might seem small, but they create a pattern. Your brain starts collecting evidence about who you are. It starts saying, you always say you're going to change, but you never do it. And when you repeatedly break promises to yourself, you slowly lose trust in yourself. That is why confidence is not created by simply thinking positive thoughts. It is created by giving yourself proof. Every time you do what you said you would, you build evidence that you can rely on yourself. You don't need to wake up tomorrow and completely transform your life. Start small. Make a promise you can keep. Maybe it is going for a 20-minute walk every day. Maybe it is reading a few pages of a book. Maybe it is spending 30 minutes learning a new skill. The size of the action does not matter as much as the message you send yourself. The message is, I said I would do this and I did. That is how self-trust is built. The second foundation of confidence is competence. Competence simply means becoming good at something. One of the biggest mistakes people make is waiting to feel confident before they take action. You think, once I become confident, then I will start. But confidence usually works the other way around. You become confident because you started. Think about anything you're confident doing today. Maybe it's driving a car or a skill you've developed over the years. You feel confident because you have experience. But remember when you first started? You probably felt uncomfortable, made mistakes, or questioned whether you're capable. That's how everyone begins. Nobody becomes confident without first being a beginner. For instance, if you want to become confident speaking in public, you have to speak in public. You have to experience awkward moments, make mistakes, and learn how to improve. Because every time you do something difficult, you create a new belief. And that belief is where real confidence comes from. The third foundation of confidence is keeping promises to yourself. It is somehow connected to the first point, which is self-trust. And this is something many people overlook. Your confidence confidence is shaped by thousands of choices you make every day. Every time you choose discipline over comfort, you strengthen your confidence. Every time you avoid doing something you know you should do, you weaken trust in yourself. This doesn't mean you have to be perfect. Everyone has bad days, everyone loses motivation sometimes and make mistakes. The difference is, confident people don't allow one bad moment to define them. They understand that consistency matters more than perfection. When you keep promises to yourself, you begin to see yourself differently. Because confidence is not only about what you accomplish, it is about becoming someone you respect. When you know you can depend on yourself, you naturally start carrying yourself differently. You speak differently, you make decisions differently, you stop constantly looking for approval because you already have your own respect. If you want to build real confidence, stop focusing on trying to look confident. Focus on becoming someone you can trust. Because confidence is not created through one huge achievement or one life-changing moment. It is created through small daily actions that prove to yourself, I can depend on me. If you've made it this far, thank you so much for spending this time with me. I'll see you in the next episode.